Evolution of AML Regulations, Safeguarding the Financial World. Introduction. Welcome to Digital Banking Zone training session, where we'll embark on a journey through time to understand the historical development of anti-money laundering, AML, regulations and the vital purposes they serve. AML regulations are the backbone of our financial systems, playing a critical role in protecting against money laundering and terrorist financing. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the evolution and purpose of AML regulations. Historical development of AML regulations. 1. Early efforts. Visual aids, 20th century crime images. Our story begins in the late 20th century when authorities started recognizing the magnitude of money laundering. The rise of international drug trafficking and organized crime prompted early efforts to combat this financial crime. 2. The birth of FATF. Visual aids, FATF logo. In 1989, the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, emerged. Comprising G7 countries, the FATF introduced the 40 recommendations, which set international standards for AML efforts, laying the foundation for global AML regulations. 3. The post-9/11 era. Visual aids, 9/11 footage. The tragic events of September 11, 2001, brought a heightened focus on terrorist financing. The USA Patriot Act was enacted in the U.S., ushering in a new era of stringent AML and counter-terrorist financing (CTF) measures. 4. Global expansion. Visual aids, world map with AML regulations. From the early 2000s to the present, the influence of the FATF expanded worldwide. Countries adopted its recommendations, and regional organizations developed their AML directives, emphasizing international cooperation. Purposes of AML regulations. 1. Detecting and preventing money laundering. Visual aids, money laundering process. The core purpose of AML regulations is to detect and prevent money laundering. By imposing strict due diligence and reporting requirements, these regulations create formidable barriers for criminals seeking to legitimize their illicit funds. 2. Disrupting criminal activities. Visual aids, criminal activities. AML regulations are powerful tools in disrupting criminal organizations. By identifying and freezing assets linked to money laundering, law enforcement can weaken the financial foundations of these groups. 3. Countering terrorist financing. Visual aids, terrorist activities. AML regulations also play a vital role in countering terrorist financing. They help identify suspicious financial transactions that may support terrorist groups and activities. 4. Protecting financial system integrity. Visual aids, financial institutions. AML regulations safeguard the integrity of financial systems, ensuring they are not misused for illegal purposes. This, in turn, protects the reputation of financial institutions and the broader economy. 5. Promoting transparency and trust. Visual aids, trust in financial institutions. Transparency is key. When people have confidence that financial institutions are diligently combating money laundering, they are more likely to participate in the financial system, fostering trust. 6. Fostering international cooperation. Visual aids, global cooperation. AML regulations foster international cooperation. By adhering to common standards and sharing information, nations collectively combat cross-border money laundering and terrorist financing. 7. Compliance and penalties. Visual aids, compliance. AML regulations establish compliance requirements for financial institutions and impose penalties for non-compliance. These penalties serve as a deterrent against money laundering activities. Conclusion. In conclusion, AML regulations have evolved over time to become a global force for safeguarding our financial world. Their purposes include detecting and preventing financial crimes, disrupting criminal activities, safeguarding financial systems, and fostering international cooperation. By staying vigilant and complying with these regulations, governments and financial institutions contribute to a secure and transparent global financial landscape. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the evolution and purposes of AML regulations. If you found this video informative, please like and share it to help raise awareness about the importance of AML efforts. If you have any questions or would like us to explore specific topics in the future, please leave a comment below. Together, let's continue to protect our financial systems and combat financial crime.